interesting facts about Marvel superheroes. Hey there, true believers. Welcome back to our deep dive into the expansive universe of Marvel Comics. Today we're uncovering some of the most intriguing and lesser-known facts about your favorite Marvel superheroes. From the complex origins of iconic characters to the hidden nuances that only the most dedicated fans might know, we're delving into the technicalities and behind-the-scenes stories that shape the Marvel Universe as we know it. Whether you're a seasoned comic book aficionado or a lover of the Marvel Cinematic Universe looking to expand your knowledge, this video is packed with insights that'll give you a new appreciation for these legendary characters. So strap in and let's journey through the multiverse of Marvel's most fascinating secrets. Spider-Man's original concept was different. Let's kick things off with everyone's favorite web-slinger, Spider-Man. Did you know that Spider-Man's journey to the page was fraught with challenges and almost didn't happen? Originally conceptualized by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko in the early 1960s, Spider-Man was a radical departure from traditional superheroes. Stan Lee wanted to create a character that teenagers could relate to, not just as sidekicks, but as the hero himself. Initially, the character was almost named Flyman, or Insect Man, reflecting different arthropod inspirations before settling on Spider-Man. Moreover, publisher Martin Goodman was skeptical about the concept. He was concerned that a hero associated with spiders, creatures often seen as creepy or disgusting, wouldn't resonate with readers. The character was first introduced in Amazing Fantasy No. 15 in 1962, which was the final issue of a series on the verge of cancellation. Contrary to expectations, the issue sold phenomenally well, leading to Spider-Man getting his own series. This gamble paved the way for one of the most enduring characters in comic history. Iron Man was created to challenge readers' perceptions. Next up is the genius, billionaire, playboy philanthropist, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. Stan Lee devised Iron Man during the Cold War era, intending to create a character that embodied the military-industrial complex, a weapons manufacturer and capitalist whose livelihood was tied to war profits. This was a bold move, especially in 1963, when anti-war sentiments were on the rise. Lee wanted to see if he could make readers care about, or even root for, someone they might inherently dislike. Iron Man's creation was a commentary on the complexities of war, morality, and technology. His initial suit was bulky and gray, mirroring the heavy machinery of the time, and later evolved into the sleek red and gold armor we recognize today. The character's struggles with his own weapons being used for harm and his subsequent shift towards heroism added layers of depth rarely seen in comics at the time. This nuanced portrayal challenged readers to reconsider their perceptions of heroism and ethics in a technologically advancing world. The Hulk's color change from gray to green. Let's smash some myths about the Hulk. When the Hulk debuted in The Incredible Hulk #1 in 1962, he wasn't the green Goliath we know today. He was originally gray. The choice of gray was intended to prevent any ethnic stereotypes associated with skin color. However, there was a technical issue. The printing presses at the time struggled to consistently produce the gray tone, resulting in varying shades throughout the comic. Due to these inconsistencies, by the second issue, Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby decided to switch the Hulk's color to green. This not only solved the printing problem, but also gave the Hulk a more distinctive and vivid look. Interestingly, this color change inadvertently added to the character's mythos. The green hue became symbolic of his monstrous transformation and inner turmoil. Over the years, the Hulk's color has even been used to represent different personas within Bruce Banner's fractured psyche, including a return to gray in later storylines, each shade adding another layer to his complex character. Thor's hammer Mjolnir has special exceptions. Venturing into the realm of myth, let's discuss Thor and his mighty hammer, Mjolnir. Forged in the heart of a dying star, Mjolnir is enchanted so that only those deemed worthy can lift it. This enchantment has been a central plot device, exploring themes of honor, virtue, and heroism. But here's where it gets fascinating for the experts. There have been notable exceptions to this rule. Characters like Captain America, who lifted Mjolnir in the comics, notably in Thor #390 in 1988, and later in the MCU's Avengers Endgame, have proven their worthiness. But it's not just limited to the noble-hearted. In some storylines, characters such as Magneto have manipulated the hammer using their control over metal, skirting the worthiness enchantment through technicality. Additionally, in the What If series and alternate universes, we've seen various characters wield Mjolnir under special circumstances. These exceptions serve as explorations of the hammer's mystic properties and the philosophical questions of what it truly means to be worthy in the Marvel Universe. Black Widow's evolution from villain to hero. Now, let's turn our spotlight to Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. Debuting in Tales of Suspense 52 in 1964, Black Widow started as a villainous Russian spy during the height of the Cold War. Her initial role was as an antagonist to Iron Man, embodying the era's espionage tensions. Clad in glamorous attire rather than the tactical suit we associate with her today, she utilized charm and cunning over overt superpowers. Over time, her character underwent significant development. By the late 1960s, she defected to the United States, joining forces with S.H.I.E.L.D. and eventually becoming a core member of the Avengers. This transition reflected the shifting geopolitical landscape and allowed for deeper exploration of themes like redemption and identity. Her background in the Red Room, a clandestine Soviet training program, added layers of psychological complexity and trauma to her story. Black Widow's evolution from villain to hero illustrates Marvel's willingness to allow characters to grow and change, embracing the shades of gray in morality and loyalty. Deadpool's awareness of being a comic character. Cue the chimichangas. It's time to talk about Deadpool, the merc with a mouth. One of Deadpool's most unique traits is his meta-awareness. He knows he's a fictional character in a comic book. This fourth wall breaking wasn't part of his original design when he first appeared in The New Mutants number 98 in 1991. Initially portrayed as a serious mercenary and assassin, it wasn't until later under writer Joe Kelly that Deadpool developed his signature humor and self-referential style. This awareness allows for a myriad of storytelling techniques, such as direct addresses to the reader, satire of comic book tropes, and even interactions with the writers and artists within the story. For example, in Deadpool Killustrated, he travels through classic literature, exterminating iconic characters to erase himself from existence. This meta-commentary not only provides comedic relief but also offers a critique of the medium itself. Deadpool's self-awareness sets him apart from other superheroes, making him a vehicle for parody and a fan favorite among more seasoned readers who appreciate the layered humor. The X-Men as an allegory for civil rights. Shifting gears to the uncanny world of mutants, the X-Men have always been more than just superheroes. They're social commentary in spandex. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in 1963, the X-Men were conceived during the height of the civil rights movement in the United States. The mutant struggles and societal rejection served as an allegory for marginalized groups facing discrimination and prejudice. Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto represent philosophical parallels to Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, respectively. Xavier advocates for peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans, while Magneto, shaped by his traumatic experiences during the Holocaust, believes that mutants should assert their dominance to ensure their survival. This ideological divide adds profound depth to their characters and the series as a whole. Storylines like God Loves, Man Kills tackle themes of religious extremism and hate crimes, pushing the boundaries of what comic books could address. For expert readers, the X-Men offer a rich tapestry of socio-political narratives interwoven with complex character development. Wolverine's unexpected first appearance. Let's talk about the clawed enigma, Wolverine. Many fans associate Wolverine primarily with the X-Men, but his first appearance was actually in The Incredible Hulk number 180 in 1974, with a full introduction in issue number 181. Created by writer Len Wein and artist Herb Trimpe, Wolverine was introduced as an opponent for the Hulk in the wilds of Canada, working for the Canadian government. Originally, Wolverine was intended to be a one-off character. However, his popularity soared, leading to his inclusion in the revitalized Giant-Size X-Men number 1 in 1975, where he became a central figure in the new team. Interesting to experts is the evolution of his backstory. Initially shrouded in mystery, with hints about his past in clandestine programs like Weapon X Wolverine's history was gradually unveiled over decades. This slow drip of information created an aura of intrigue, making him one of the most layered characters in Marvel's roster. His advanced healing factor, adamantium skeleton, and complex psyche have made him a subject of numerous solo series and in-depth character studies. Groot can say more than "I am Groot." I am Groot. These three words have become synonymous with the Flora Colossus from Planet X. However, Groot's linguistic limitations are more complex than they appear. In his original appearance in Tales to Astonish No. 13 in 1960, Groot was actually quite loquacious, invading Earth and declaring his intentions in complete sentences. It wasn't until his reintroduction in the modern Guardians of the Galaxy series that he adopted his limited vocabulary. The reason behind this restriction is anatomical. Groot's larynx is stiff, and his species' vocal cords harden as they age, making nuanced speech impossible. To the untrained ear, all of his utterances sound like "I am Groot." However, those familiar with his speech patterns, like Rocket Raccoon, can understand the subtle inflections and meanings behind his words. This communication barrier adds depth to his interactions and emphasizes themes of friendship and understanding beyond language. In some comics, under special circumstances or in alternate realities, Groot does communicate more explicitly, revealing a philosophical and gentle nature beneath his wooden exterior. Stan Lee's iconic cameos across Marvel media. No exploration of Marvel would be complete without honoring the late Stan Lee. Beyond co-creating many of Marvel's iconic characters, Stan Lee became famous for his numerous cameos in Marvel films and television shows, a tradition that began long before the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His first on-screen cameo was in the TV movie The Trial of the Incredible Hulk in 1989, where he appeared as a jury member. These cameos became a cherished Easter egg for fans, symbolizing his omnipresence in the Marvel Universe. From an oblivious civilian in the midst of superhero chaos to a Watcher informant in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, his appearances often carried meta-textual significance. For the expert eye, these cameos were not just fun nods, but also a way to acknowledge his role in shaping the narratives and characters we love. His final cameo was posthumously included in Avengers: Endgame in 2019, serving as a heartfelt farewell to the man who was instrumental in bringing these stories to life. Doctor Strange was inspired by mystical pulp fiction. Entering the mystical arts, Dr. Stephen Strange is one of Marvel's most enigmatic characters. Created by Steve Ditko and first appearing in Strange Tales 110 in 1963, Doctor Strange was inspired by the surreal and otherworldly narratives of pulp fiction and earlier comics. One significant influence was Chandu the Magician, a radio show and film series from the 1930s that featured an American mystic with formidable powers. Ditko's unique artistic style brought a psychedelic aesthetic to Doctor Strange's adventures, visualizing abstract concepts like alternate dimensions and astral projection. This was a departure from traditional superhero fare and resonated with the counterculture movements of the 1960s and 70s. For those well-versed in occult and esoteric lore, the comics incorporate elements from various mystical traditions, including Eastern philosophies and ancient mythologies. Doctor Strange's role as the Sorcerer Supreme introduced complex themes of reality, consciousness, and the metaphysical boundaries of the Marvel Universe, expanding the scope of storytelling possibilities within the medium. Marvel's multiverse expands infinite possibilities. Finally, let's traverse the vast expanse of the Marvel multiverse. The concept of a multiverse, a collection of parallel universes, has been a fundamental part of Marvel's storytelling since the 1960s. This framework allows writers to explore alternate realities, what-if scenarios, and divergent storylines without altering the continuity of the main universe, designated as Earth 616. The multiverse concept has enabled the creation of iconic series like What If, which examines how small changes could result in vastly different outcomes. It also introduces universes like the Ultimate Universe, Earth 1610, where familiar characters have altered backstories and personalities. For experts, the multiverse provides a playground for complex narratives involving time travel, alternate histories, and cross-dimensional interactions. It also allows for the inclusion of characters from other publishers through acquisitions, like the incorporation of Miracle Man and Angela. The multiverse has been instrumental in recent Marvel projects, both in comics and on screen, such as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the MCU's Phase 4, opening up infinite storytelling possibilities. There you have it, fellow Marvel enthusiasts. We've journeyed through the intricate and fascinating layers of the Marvel Universe, uncovering facts that even the most seasoned fans might find surprising. From the unconventional origins of beloved characters to the profound allegories woven into their stories, Marvel continues to captivate us with its depth and creativity. These insights not only enrich our understanding of these superheroes, but also highlight the brilliant minds behind their creation. Marvel's ability to evolve, challenge norms, and delve into complex themes is what keeps the universe fresh and engaging for experts and new fans alike. We hope this exploration has given you a newfound appreciation for the nuances of Marvel's storytelling. If you have your own interesting facts or theories, we'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the worlds of your favorite superheroes. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and as Stanley would say, Excelsior!